Okay, hello. So let me real quick show you how you can calibrate a graduated cylinder. Okay, so what a graduated cylinder is, it's basically a cylinder like this one here, which is used to measure the volume of fluids. Okay, so on the cylinder there are indications that show the volume of any fluid. Okay, so in this case the volume is in milliliters. In most of the cases, in most of the graduated cylinders, it's in milliliters. It's the default unit. It's the most widely used unit. Okay. So, to calibrate the graduated cylinder, what you need is a weight scale, okay, a temperature sensor like this one here, or any digital one, preferably digital one, much better, and most importantly is a density solution, okay, a density solution. If you want to be super accurate, you need the density solution to be accurate. So, with every density solution comes a table like this one, which shows the temperature and its corresponding densities. Okay, so here we have the density in two different units. That's the only thing. So you now know what we need. We need the solution, we need the weight scale, and we need the temperature sensor. Of course, the solution should come with this table. Most of the solutions, almost all the solutions are coming with these provided tables. Okay, and so if you have all of these, if you have your equipment, you can start the calibration. And the calibration is super easy. What you want to do is first, you want to grab your graduated cylinder and put it on a calibrated weight scale. Okay. And now your weight scale will, like, let's say measure 10 point, I don't know, 0.01 or maybe 12, whatever. Like, okay. I'm sorry, so that's supposed to be 10.021. Okay, so let's say it's 10 grams. This graduate cylinder is 10 grams, 10.021 grams. So whatever the weight of this thing is, what you want to do is you want to press 0, okay, on your weight scale. Press 0. So when you press 0, you will just read 0, okay? So 0.000, okay? So now you're just ignoring this thing. You're just ignoring it. Okay, that's all what we did. We just pressed 0 on the weight scale. Now, after this, what you want to do is you want to use your temperature sensor to measure the temperature of the solution, of the density solution that you will be using. Okay, so you're just going to put this here and it will show us a reading like 22, 23, 25, whatever. But to make it easier, let's say it says 21 Celsius. Okay, so in this case, let's say it says 21 Celsius. Now, when you read the temperature when you have the temperature reading, you will come back to your table, okay, and you will look for 21 Celsius. Like, so here's 21 Celsius. Okay, here's 21 Celsius. Now 21 Celsius corresponds to a density of 0.99802 grams per centimeter cube or grams per milliliter. It's the same thing. Grams per centimeter cube or grams per milliliter, same thing. So what is it? It's 0.99802 grams per milliliter. Okay, awesome. So now, next step, what you want to do is you want to grab, okay, you want to grab, sorry, not this guy. What you want to do is you want to grab your solution and pour it into the graduated cylinder, okay? So you're just going to pour it here. And of course, you'll have to like choose at what reading you want to do the calibration. So for this case, let's say we want to do it at 300, okay? So I'll rise to 300. Okay, awesome. And we're going to pour it in, okay? So at 300. Perfect. So now it's poured in and we know we are at 300 and we know the density of this is 0.99802, okay? And now the weight scale, after pouring the liquid into it, will show a new value, okay? Will show a new reading. So in this case, what it will show is 299.406. Okay, 299.406 grams is what is the weight of the fluid only, okay, that we poured. Now, we have two very important readings. We have the mass of that solution and we have the density of that solution. Okay, so if you have mass and density, we can easily calculate the volume of that solution. So the formula goes like this. Let me bring it in for you guys. The formula goes in like this. It says mass over density equals volume. Okay, so it's pretty easy to do this. Let me just bring this down. So it will be, what is the mass? The mass is 299.406 406, okay, over the density. What is the density? The density at 21 Celsius is 0.99, okay, 802. Okay, so you will give it a calculation. Let's just do that. Let's bring this guy in. Okay, so it's 299.406, okay, and then divided by 0.99802. Okay, great. So the volume is 300. This means that the flask is super accurate. Like at 300, we're measuring 300 milliliters exactly. Okay, so you're at 300, you're reading 300. It means that the flask is super accurate and it's calibrated perfectly. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to use the liquid once again. I'm sorry. You want to use this liquid again, okay? But this time you want to use more. You want to use this density more or less, okay, to do a different reading. So let's say in this case you want to do 250, okay? So 250. So you have less fluid now there, so you will have smaller mass. Let's say that will be 250 something or whatever. We don't know, okay? I'll have to measure it. And if you have the mass, you have the density already. You're just going to put it in the equation and you're going to get your volume reading, and you can compare it to the one indicated on the graduate cylinder. And you're just going to record these readings and voila, you did the calibration. That's it, right? Okay, thank you. Have a good time. Bye-bye.